What is going on, guys? WitherMcSpoon here, giving you some Vulcan gameplay commentary. Super excited to be playing this guy. I played him in a practice mode to kind of make sure that I didn't make a complete and utter fool out of myself. This is my first ever game with Vulcan, though, so first impressions on him and everything like that. I'm really excited. He has a lot of potential, and hopefully I can make him live up to that potential. No, but he's really good. It looks like he's gonna be pretty fun. He's like kind of what he's all about. Hold on, let me. What do I want? Reinforced boots. That's what I want. See that? Let's do it. All right. Okay. So I guess he's a tank, but he's okay. Anyways, I'll go over his abilities and passive and kind of tell you what I think about him so far. What are you doing? Okay. So his passive is called Forge. 30% Forge. So 30% of his protections and 15% of his health are given to his turrets. The turrets that you place down, I'll be placing them down, which are his 2 and his 3. So like here's his second ability right here. It's this turret right here. Shoots doing damage, and it scales. He scales with magical damage, so he's a magical damage tank.
Thanks.
So that's how he's gonna work out.
Enemy missing middle.
But anyway, so 30% of his protection and 15% of his health are given to his turrets when he places them down. It doesn't take it from him, it just, that percentage of his health is how much health the turrets have. Looks like we don't have anybody right side. So that's his actually that's not all of his passive. Also, if he is within a certain radius of his towers, 30 feet I think, then he gains, then his turrets actually regenerate 3% of their total health.
Your middle tower is under attack. An enemy has been slain.
6 seconds on my turret there. That's slow from the thumper. So whenever you're within a certain, so like right here, you can see it's regenerating its health over time when I'm standing next to it. So that's just kind of like that. They don't have too much health, unless you're, obviously unless you're like stacking health on this dude. Then they're not gonna have too much health either. It's kind of the thing with that. Looks like we're running out of mana. Been eating through my mana. Oh, go get him. Go get him, turret. Bam.
An ally has been slain.
I have to get back a little bit here. So his first ability is called Backfire. It's a skill shot nuke in front of you. So you use it, and it's like he blasts fire from these little pillar-looking things coming out of his back here.
Out of mana.
He blasts a fireball from those. He also gets knocked back from it. So you blast it, doing magical damage forward and getting knocked back. Getting knocked backwards. You can clip through enemy gods and enemy minions, but you cannot clip through walls or anything like that. So if I do this, it wouldn't like clip through the wall. But if I am like somebody's body blocking me or something, then I can turn around, blast myself past them. So that's kind of like, that's used for a little bit of utility as well as some damage, some decent damage. It's not too much, not too exciting, but also not too bad either. I'm probably going to be scaling that last.
Your middle tower is under attack.
I have nothing though.
An enemy has been
That
slain.
ended up being a pretty decent turret. I turned it around so that it was facing away from us. I mean, yeah, where they were going to be going. I wasn't sure if that would have been the best choice there, but
Be right back.
uh-oh. Let's get around this real quick.
Be right back.
So I'm going to place that up. This is what I was talking... Okay, so I'll go over his abilities first. Okay, so second ability is called Inferno. Inferno Cannon, you see me use it. It's the one... You can only place it right in front of you. It's a turret that does damage. It's his most damaging turret, I guess. It outputs the most damage. It will... the way it works is it will... let's see, what else does it say other than it does damage? So it'll sit in place... penetrations but not apply. Okay. So, things to note on turrets is that, like, attack speed, if you put attack speed items on Vulcan, it won't give that attack speed to your Inferno Cannon or your Thumper or anything. It'll just, it will scale off penetration, though. So if you have, like, an Obsidian Shard, it'll give that magical penetration to your cannon. So that will work. But attack speed and other things like that, I think it's only a few select items that actually work on that type of thing. But anyway, so you place it down, it's stationary, it goes right in front of you, and see this giant cone out in front of it is the radius in which that it can fire. It'll target minions first, and then it'll target gods afterwards. And it won't stop targeting that god unless they, one, retreat past the radius, or if they retreat past the radius, or if they go behind it. So it won't do a 360 turn around and look behind itself. It'll only do this cone. So that's something important to note there. I didn't know that until the practice mode, which is why it was a good thing that I went through that practice mode, because I probably would have just put something like just randomly right here, and then it wouldn't have hit anybody because everybody would have been behind it or something. I don't know. Anyways. Gosh, this turret does so much. Damn it! Oh! Okay, well there's something to note. The delay on the summon of the turret. So I wanted to place it behind me, but I turned too fast and it placed it in front of me. The way that I was running, and now it won't shoot anybody and will be useless for all of time. So I'm going to get some mana on this guy because he seems to eat through mana early game pretty hardcore. So I'm going to get Breastplate of Valor. That should be good. So his second... Okay. So I went through his third ability is called Thumper 16. Thumper 16. So this one, it doesn't just place it right in front of you like his two. You throw a little disc out and it plops this thing down wherever it is. It will thump, doing damage and slowing any enemies within the radius. I think it thumps every 1 second if there's an enemy constantly in it, but it won't start thumping until an enemy has come within that radius of it. So that is that. That's slow. I believe it's 25% at max level on the Thumper. And it increases with focus, as you can see down here. And both of them are stationary. Both of your turrets, they don't move at all. So where you place them is pretty crucial. I mean, it's pretty key to know. Whoa, how is their Vulcan level 9 already? He has 2 kills, but still.
Nice job.
So yeah, that's the third ability. His fourth ability, ultimate ability, is called Volcanic Overdrive. And so what this does is it's basically a buff, an overworld buff to your turrets and yourself. So as you can see, he's using it right now. I just popped it right now. So my attack speed increases, not my attack speed, my movement speed increases. My movement speed increases, Vulcan's movement speed increases. His turrets, so like his second turret will increase the radius around it. So it will now turn 360 degrees. It will not turn 360 degrees unless your ultimate is activated. Also, your turrets get a little bit more strong, and they also, the attack speed increases on them, so they'll attack a lot faster. They'll start, your cannons will start shooting more rapidly, and they'll get giant. They just look bigger when you use your ultimate. And so that's pretty much all of that. I think I covered it all. 15% movement speed. Oh, okay, so he gets more protection, and it lasts for 6 seconds. His ultimate lasts for 6 seconds. Fires 50% faster. Okay. Also fires 360. Yeah, I said that. Okay. Yep. So that's it. Oh no. Also, one more thing is that it will. All of your turrets will instantly attack gods if they're within the radius of it. So that's something to be aware of. So usually these cannons, see how I'm in the radius of his cannon right here, but it's not attacking me. It'll prioritize the minions first, and then me. Not prioritize, but if I was closest, just whoever's closest to it, it'll prioritize. So that's that. But when you have your ultimate activated, it'll target enemy gods, prioritize them over any minions. So that's all of his abilities. I managed to cover them all. It felt like I was kind of all over the place, but hopefully I got my, the points across in all of the specific. It looks like Thor's over here, if I'm honest, trying to get me. So I'm going to get into the gameplay here and try to be the best Vulcan I can be! Let's see, okay. Well, how are we doing? He's level 10, man. Like, how? He's just so farmed up. So farmed up. Probably because Thor's been out of his lane, and so he's just been able to kind of get fed off of the lane. Vulcan is a very good anti-pusher. His thumper slows, his cannon will, he can just destroy minions. And also his thumper and his 2 will also stay up as long as they don't go down and die or something, unless they get taken out, which they will be targeted by minions. Also, if an enemy god, what was I just about to say? I was looking at chat. Don't be a joik. So I can plop this down, boom, it'll pulse and do damage to all the entire minion wave. Get out of here, buddy boy. Vulcan middle? Oh, he was calling Vulcan mid.
Okay. Take right lane. Okay. Got something
Toasted! Look at that gank! So Vulcan is pretty capable of ganking, especially if you use your ultimate, then that attack speed, and also it'll instantly target gods if it's not already. So that slow is just so good, so good. Bam. Bam. Out of here, girl. I want this to be...
Your middle tower is under attack.
So that's doing 203 as this turret is. I'm just gonna keep this stuff up. Go get him! Yeah! Hit him! Get that damage, girl.
An enemy has been slain. Your middle
So if I needed to help out mid, I could just place this somewhere
an ally
and then
has
just
been
go to
slain.
town. So bam,
Whipped up. Bye.
bam, and then I can just walk
An
away.
enemy has been slain.
Walk away and get gold. My minions will push up, and that will be there as a little kind of last resort of defense until I go and gank these other lanes. Because when I do put up my 3 or my 2, then it will be... so I put up my 2 now that the my cannon over there is gone. Also, these guys prioritize those over towers, so that's good to know.
Your right tower
Let's go ahead and place this down for mid. I don't know. Put that there. Put that there. Getting attacked right lane. Shibalonke, so I guess Vulcan went mid?
I'm returning middle lane.
Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Go back, grab that. Get a bulwark next, since I'm going to be tanking for my team, I believe. Let's see what's Famana going for.
Enemy
Yeah.
missing middle.
I wanted to try out a Gauntlet of Thebes, because it gives you so much health. Look at the 450 health, and then from the stacks you can get up to 100 stacks of plus 5 HP. So that's like, what is that? 950, so almost a 1k health just from that one item if you get all the stacks on it. That's ridiculous, man.
Cancel that.
That's
Enemies
ridiculous.
have returned to middle.
The only thing that I see might be a potential problem, I don't know, I just threw them up back there.
Retreat left lane. Retreat left lane. An ally has been slain.
So that's something to know. So I guess you'd have to get ahead of them of where they're going to go, and then, yeah, that seems like a potential problem for Vulcan. You want to put your turrets where they're going to go, and even then they can juke around them, because they have limited space. I don't think the Gem of Isolation slow ticks on your second, like your, which one is it called? Inferno Cannon? So that's something to know.
Retreat.
Get out of here, girl! Get out of here! Oh, go get him. Oh, go get him.
Retreat right lane.
He don't know nothing. So I have my 2 turrets up, so I'm not too worried about... Woo, girl! Looks like it completely destroyed here.
Nice job.
Oh, the gank!
Nice job.
That was a good gank.
Nice job. Defend left lane.
So let's go for that,
An
and
enemy has been slain. On my way.
some of that, and I think a Creeping Curse. Actually, a Creeping Curse might be really good. The more control you have with this god, since you have to put your 1 and your 3, I mean your 2 and your 3, you have to place those turrets in their stationary. You kind of have to have a little bit more control, and I think Creeping Curse will be a good item on him, because you can kind of keep them slowed in a certain area as long as possible, and then if you throw down your 2, your 3, and then your ultimate, they're pretty much boned. They'll take so much damage. It'll be redonkulous. Redonkulous.
Take right lane. An enemy has been slain.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo!
An enemy right.
Get that kill, baby!
Your middle tower is under attack.
Oh, go get him! Oh, turret! Dang it! I thought I would be able to kill him. But he just went outside of that radius.
Enemy missing middle.
Right towards that!
Enemy missing
Do it!
Enemies have returned to middle.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Woo-hoo-hoo! So much fun. Also in the new patch, if your bots or whatever, like your minions that you summon, so not only these turrets, but also Bastet's cats, I think Artemis's boars, anything like that will now make it so that minions will attack you when they attack someone. I think also towers too. I don't think towers used to do that when your kitty cats would attack them. Oh really? Wow. Surrender already.
Good game.
Yeah, that was a little bit lame. But anyways, there's my first ever Vulcan game, 2-0 and 4. Pretty nice. So a lot of strategy going behind this guy. Hopefully I can get him down to a T, because I really do like him. He's the Roman version of, oh, might as well watch this victory. But he's the Roman version of Hephaestus, who is the Greek pantheon. He is this Vulcan guy, you know, he's like the blacksmith god or whatever. That victory. So here's the scoreboard, guys. Like and favorite if you did enjoy. Hex subscribe. Why not? And this was WitherMcSpoon signing off. Peace out, guys. Actually, before I peace out, one more thing. I might actually get another good Vulcan game, but since I went through so much strategy and what I thought he was going to be about and my first impressions, I'm going to post this one up, but I'll probably get another game out. Maybe with Vulcan, maybe with somebody else, hopefully with Vulcan. So be looking forward to that today, and yeah, this is WitherMcSpoon signing off. Peace out.